Hi guys, welcome.
Hello.
It's good. It's done.
Yes, plumbing is done. Yes. It is finished and it works.
I know. That's the shocking thing.
Well, not really. We hired a plumber.
Well, yeah, okay. I meant when we do things, it often goes wrong. We hired a plumber, so that wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
So plumbing is done and works.
Yes. So Lillian's bathroom's all ready for her to use.
He still calls it my bathroom, the ensuite upstairs.
I need to fix the outside one, the outside bathroom eventually, which will be mine.
So, when you need to visit the toilet at 3 o'clock in the morning and we're living upstairs in here, you're going to go all the way downstairs, all the way outside to go use the outside toilet?
No, I'll use it on over there.
So it's a positive video, guys.
Yes.
Enjoy. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.
Well, it was due to have rain today. Thankfully, we haven't. We've got wind instead. It is mental out here. Big thin cable on the left is the electricity supply. And that little withery one is for telephones and internet. It's definitely a tad breezy. Well, definitely clear the cobwebs. The boys are inside because they've eaten their food. Kai's still out here because she's taken her time. She got a blast of wind. It rattled her a bit. There. It is breezy. So I'm expecting power cuts today. Obviously with the power cables being above ground. Hopefully we won't, but we may have some. Right, I'll go back in and finish my coffee and then think about getting a start. Unfortunately, plumber didn't make it this weekend. I need reorganised it for today, and yesterday I got a phone call from him and he's not coming today either. He has an issue that's a personal issue that needs to get sorted out, so he'll be coming tomorrow to finish. Wow, it is windy. Right, so I've made myself a little batch of yeso and consolada. I'm just going to face up all this, and there's a bit of a gap there that needs a little bit of work. This should have gone off in 20 minutes, and then I'm guessing in about an hour it'll be properly gone off and solid like it normally is. So I'm doing this first, and then once I've done that, I'm going to clean up best I can underneath all the cabinets, and then possibly look at getting the kickboard on. I've just seen the dogs walk past with a big tumbleweed. It is blowing an absolute gale out there. It's amazing what gets blown about. I've already evicted 2 tumbleweeds because they're a bit spiky, so it looks like I'm going to have to go out there and evict another one. Let's go see. No, that's all spiky. You're gonna cut yourself. Loki, leave it, mate. Thank you. Oh, come on, mind out the way. Mind out the way. No, Dover. No, it's spiky. Oh. Well, these things are really, really spiky and prickly. So Just commit that into the bottom field, throw it over, and it can bimble about in there. So I better get on with doing stuff. It's like the rain's coming, and as we keep saying, if it's raining, don't leave the dogs outside in the rain because it's cruel. They've got no shelter, and unfortunately they can't be trusted on their own. Kai can, but it's not fair to let one in and not the others. Loki used to be, but he seems to be going through a second childhood with Dover. And unfortunately Dover doesn't like being locked up unless there's people about. So he gets a little bit destructive and Loki joins in. And actually I think Loki actually eggs him on a little bit as well because he enjoys a bit of destruction. So basically do it the same way as we did all the way down there, but obviously I'm using a different product. This is the Eso Consolado. I've made it a little bit thick so it doesn't sag. So I'll get on and get this done. Whoa, that is windy. Right, and the only reason I'm doing that is so that this plastic trim here has a solid back to go against, so it doesn't distort when we push it back, so it doesn't sort of like try and go underneath. And that is literally the only reason why I'm doing it. It doesn't have to be pretty, it's just so it's got a solid back. We're going to use some fine plaster here just to make it nice. Sorry, just here to make it nice, and so it goes up. We was considering a tile, but we've decided against that, and it does look a little bit of a mess, so we're going to have to just make it work. There's going to be a trim along here, there and there. So I'm going to leave that to go off now and get sweeping up underneath these units. Right, all underneath is clean. That wasn't a very difficult job. A bit cold on the old belly though, because the floor's cold. Right, I'm on with now trying to work out how to fit the kickboard under there. We have an angle trim. This is one part of it, and it's got like a silicone part in the middle, so it can go to quite a lot of different angles. Now, I've never ever fitted anything like this before. It's plastic and it's hollow, as you can see, so it has like end trims and things like that. So I couldn't find any information on how to cut it, so I'm doing what I think's right. So what I did was I put these clips in and then slid them to meet for the leg, the legs at the side, and then I offered up the metal clip on the inside of this. I've slid this out of the way and then marked it ready for the cut. Now I'm hoping that that's right, and as I said before, I don't have a workbench, so I'm making use of this ped seat. What I'll do is I'll cut all the way through on one side, not to damage the finish on the other side, and then fold it, hopefully that'll work, and then run down the inside with a craft knife, and that should leave it nice and clean. Right, see how I get on. Okay, this is getting boring now. I'm in a bit of a cross mood. The kickboard kit. So everything matches, same manufacturer, same supplier, same everything. Apart from this is made of plastic. This is made of aluminium. and they're designed to go together. I don't know how. That's a bit difficult. So, this bit is meant to slot onto this bit. But it's too small. It won't fit. Right, I'll have to give up. I'll see what the boss says when she comes home. I think she'll be equally cross and disappointed. So, I shall get on with doing the trim over here. Get that all cut, because I know how to do that. Get that ready. And then prepare to grout here. I'll probably, actually I might grout first. This clip stuff won't interfere with the grout, but it'll be easier to do that before, I think. Okay, and then I've got where we tiled down that step down as well to get done. So I'll do that instead. Well, that took some time. So the windowsills are now grouted, now cleaned up. And what I've done is I've put some grout just on this edge here. It's, what's that? Ew. Go away, little fly. Because it's where I'd cut the tile, so I just put some grout on the edge just to darken it off so it looks a bit better. And all this is done. All grouted. Got now clean the bucket and the tools. And it's all done. I just cleaned it down. Obviously it'll need another clean afterwards, but it's done. I'm happy. Happier than I was earlier. Right, I'll get these tools cleaned and I'll check on the dogs. It is really, really windy. We've already lost our peg bucket. We had a little plastic thing with a lid on it that we had to close pegs in. I found closed pegs and bits of the bucket in various places of the garden, so it really is blowing hard.
So earlier you heard Chris getting a cross because again something else has gone wrong. These are for joining the kickboard and going in corners, and this doesn't fit on there.
No.
That's my fault. I've just checked the website and I ordered the wrong ones. So, sorry, my fault. I'll have to take these back and get the correct ones. Sorry.
That's all right. We all make mistakes. After all, you chose me.
I was about to say, it's usually me. Let's go.
Right.
So, kickboard can't go on until I replace those with the correct ones.
Yes. Which will be in a couple of days.
Yes.
You'll be home straight away tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the day after, you're going that way on anyway.
Yes.
So, okay. That's
So
fine.
won't be long.
Plumber's with us tomorrow anyway. Yeah.
Okay, let's go see
Right.
what's happening with the tangoed sky outside.
Yes. Going from this living dome over to the other living dome.
Oh, we're on Mars. So
Yeah.
if we're going from one living dome to another living dome, where's your spacesuit? Where's your helmet?
It's invisible. It's magic one.
Okay, magic one. You've got your helmet on.
What were you going?
It's a building site here.
Jazz.
So look at the nice white light of the lights to we're on Mars.
Hi. Just waiting for the plumber to arrive. The sky is still full of all this dust and it's still windy, but nowhere near as bad as yesterday with the wind. Yeah. Still not awesome. At least it's not red today, it's grey. Now, we've got a weather warning for this dust, and the powers that be are suggesting that if you have any breathing issues, stay in or wear a mask, like a dust mask or something like that. Now the next week is going to be very interesting because we have a big storm, cold snap, they call it a gotafria. It looks like we've got it for a whole week, and at the moment the weather report for tomorrow is 27 millimeters of rain to fall, which is a lot. I'm hoping that it doesn't actually get as bad as that. I really am. So we'll have to wait and see. But we do have a week of rain. In fact, I think I checked on my phone, and we've got rain expected at various percentages of risk for the next 10 days.
Last bit to do. This is the last bit of trim. It's going to be going onto the worktop down in this bit just to finish off the edges.
Yay! Finish your edges, you edge finisher.
Okay, it's obviously been a long day. This is the base trim, and then has this metal stuff put on top. It looks fantastic. Gives a really neat finish to everything.
Yes. And there's gaps there because that's how it's done.
Yes.
Isn't it? So you marked it all and made it work.
I did. This is the trim that then goes on top. It's actually metal. It looks plasticky. It's awesome.
We've marked with pencil, done 2 or 3 test fits, then marked with pencil exactly where we want these bits to go.
Yep.
And I said, could you just mind a sec?
Yes,
That's
sorry.
It was just in my light. I just
I know.
couldn't see the pencil line. Right. That's that down.
The instructions say to just fix it with silicone sealant, and ordinarily you would. Silicone sealant to a worktop is no problem, and then if you have a traditional wall, silicone sealant to wall tiles isn't a problem. But we have, as you know, rather random setup.
Yeah.
So we belt and braces it and put a couple of little tiny screws down into the worktop.
Yeah, I'll put some screws in now.
Yep. The finished job. How's that?
Yeah, I'm well chuffed for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Go you and go me.
Go you.
See, we pushed down on that and just pulled that trim off, slid it across a bit, but that's it. There we go. Oh, yes. Joss.
It does just finish it off really nicely. We struggled to cut the worktop here to match this plasterboard wall, and then in here, and obviously how do you finish it when it butts up to this? Bearing in mind we're doing all this on a budget. If you go to a really expensive kitchen places, there's all sorts of things available and trims and all the rest of it. But we're very happy with this.
Yeah.
Well, that is this done. That little trim at the top there's been done, the angle for it's been done, the hob works, the sink works, the water filtration works, the little bit at the end here has been done. All we need is a door for that cabinet and the kickboard. But because all this is done, we are just wrapping it up for Christmas. Oh, it was pretty for a few minutes, now it's all gone away again.
It's cleaning all the dust off, won't it?
I know.
And that over there a little bit as well to get the front of the oven.
Yep. Good job, well done.
Good. And thank you very much to our plumber, Guy.
Absolutely, yes, he's done an awesome job. Everything is plumbed.
Yes.
With a B, plumbed.
Yes. We did have a faulty toilet.
Yes, turns out the toilet was faulty. It's a good job I got a replacement one, and that's been fitted, and we have absolutely no issues with it.
Nope.
In fact, if you want, I don't know if you know, you didn't get a chance to video. You had to help today, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So that toilet has been replaced with a new one I bought at the big box store the other day.
Yep.
And nothing leaks.
Exactly.
So this room needs a lick of paint.
Yep. The rest of the white paint around.
Yeah.
Door fitting. Doing the little finishing touches, which are going to take months. For us.
But anyway.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. And it's a good job we have a skip outside.
And there's the finished bathroom. All done. Everything's been tested and works exactly how it should. Really, really happy. Very happy indeed. Was given some advice by the plumber as regarding this plug hole. He says every so often just unscrew it, take it apart, and clean the brass spring insert. Because of the high calcium we have in the water, it tends to make it stick. So well, that's something to keep in mind. And we need to get a couple of little brackets for the shower part here and here, because the walls are really, really far out. And then once we've got that and we get it attached, then we can seal around the tiles. He was going to do it, but then suggested that it was done afterwards, after the brackets had been done. And we're really, really happy. It is awesome. All this room needs now is a door manufacturing to fit and then being fitted.